Welcome to the IMSAI channel, where I try to resurrect an old IMSAI 8080 computer. Okay, I just got back from the flea market, and this is what I bought. Like, I really needed another oscilloscope. But it was just so cute. It's so tiny. You can see my hand. It's just teeny tiny. And it's a Tektronix oscilloscope model 324. And this was one of the oscilloscopes that was built in a joint venture between Sony and Tektronix. And I think you can see at the bottom here it says Sony Tektronix. I've showed you another oscilloscope that I was using on the IMSAI project that was the 336, which is an analog and storage scope. This is just a analog scope only. I believe it's a 10 megahertz bandwidth scope. But this one supposedly has battery power. I'm sure the batteries are no good in it, but I think we'll do what Dave says, and that is don't turn it on, tear it apart. So we'll open it up and take a look at the batteries. I just want to make sure the batteries get out of this thing because they're probably corroded, and I just don't want it messing up anymore. It does have a way to power it from the outside. There's a jack on the side. Here on the side, I think you can see that. So you can put in external power here. I think it's 12 volts. And there's also an AC power cord that allows you to charge the batteries inside. I doubt that's working. And the fellow who sold it to me went ahead and made up a little wall wart charger that outputs 12 volts, and he says it works fine. He says the thing works, so... He also, I was negotiating the price, and he threw in a little scope probe, so we'll open that up and try it out when we turn it on. But yeah, let's open it up, look inside, and see how this thing's constructed. The 336 oscilloscope I have, Sony just did a great job inside. It was just immaculate. So yeah, I'm really curious to see inside. Alright, I'm looking for screws in this thing, and the only thing I see is this one big screw on the back. And I'm going to take that out and see if it magically opens up. Wow. I don't see a way into this thing. Let's see. Well, I'm sure that was to allow you to open up the battery compartment. I don't think it's a ground connection. Very interesting. Let me poke around a bit and try to figure out how to get inside this thing. Okay, figured it out. It's actually quite simple. Once you take that one screw off the back, the whole case slides off the top. Wow. Let's see. Wow, it's beautiful. Like I said, these things are super cool. Sony did such a nice job. I couldn't find a manual online for this particular model. There was a model before this one, which was I think a 5 megahertz version. There is a manual for that online. So maybe I'll have to take a look at that, see if it's anything similar to this one. Oh, look at the attention to detail here. There's even a little 1, 2, 3, 4 spare fuses. Very nice. And I don't know what that is. Never seen one of those before. Wow, what is that? AC, ground, and DC. Must be the blocking capacitor. Wow, pretty fancy. And in pure Sony style, everything is adjustable. Oh my goodness, Sony loved to have adjustments in all of their products. I think it was a way to get things out the door very, very quickly. The engineers would design something close, and then instead of working really, really hard to get repeatability in circuits, they just say, well, we're just going to adjust each one, so we'll get it out the door. and probably has better accuracy that way too. Oh, this is beautiful on this side. Wow, look at that. Very nice. Everything's painted really well. Nice big special transformer. Let's see here. Oh no, this must be the battery compartment. Take a look at that. I think those are where the batteries are. I think there's 6 C cells in this thing, if I remember right. This is really nice. This is fun. Let's look at the back. Probably big PNP or NPN for the battery circuit. The switch here says full charge, trickle charge, and external DC. And yeah, let's see here. Disconnect line power supply before changing fuse or transformer taps. Oh. I'm not sure if this thing's battery powered or not, now that I look at it. This transistor on the outside might be the oscillator for a DC to DC converter. See, there's a little latch here. And that should... Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that. Cute little latch. Did you see that? Yeah. Cute little latch that held this section in. And oops, one of my connectors came off here on the side. Be careful about that. Yeah, I don't think this is a battery. The battery's over there. This is just the power supply. Ah, that's probably what it was. No, trickle charge. I'm very confused now. Maybe this is the transformer and this is still the battery. So let's take a look. Yeah, this must be the battery compartment. Obviously, it wasn't made to be changed easily. And I think if we can remember this, it's black, white, and stripe. Black, white, and stripe. And then we can take this out. Let me move the camera down a bit. Yeah, here's the transformer. It says Sony Tektronix. And I believe if we have batteries, they're going to be in here. Wow. I mean, this just feels of really, really good quality. Almost feels military grade if you've ever taken apart military stuff. It has that feel. All of the transistors are socketed. Says battery charger type 324. So this is the battery charge circuit, I guess. A little bridge rectifier here. Spray capacitors. Wow. Very cool. Take a look at the rest here. So all of the power for the scope ends up on 3 wires. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. little can over here, probably protecting the high voltage for the CRT. Probably that's what's under there. Yeah, let's take a look at the inputs here. We've got, move the camera a bit. We've got external trigger or horizontal input, and it has a +1 and 10 attenuator. External blanking, vertical input, so it's a single trace scope. And we have a calibrator output. Looks like it's a 5-volt output, probably at 10 kilohertz or megahertz or something. And let's see, let's take a look over here. This is the time base. So big wafer switch there for the time. There's some really cool little geared knobs there. How do those? Oh, I see. Those actually poke through the case. Notice the case has some notches in it that allow you to run those two little thumb wheels. So you actually have access to this even when the case is on. You can roll these. This one is focus, and this one is intensity. And wow, very nice. I say we turn it on. Let's put it back together. Let's see. This is just amazing. It's very nice. Okay. This little latch flips down, and then this stays put. We can put our 3 wires back on. Black, white, and stripe. Okay. We can slide the case back on. You know, it's very clean. I expected it to be all grungy inside, but it's very clean. That just slides on, and we have our one screw that holds it together, and that is it. Wow. All right, let's. There's even some adjustments on the back here. 5x balance, trace rotation, astigmatism, 1x gain adjust, and 1x variable balance. So most of the calibration can be done with the case on, I guess. Case is, oops, caught in something here. Case is a little crooked. Put it back together. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get you in position here for when we power it on. Okay. I'll try his homemade 12 volts. This is a Chinese, it's like a laptop charger. Let's plug it in over here. Alright, so we've got, assuming we have 12 volts over here. Make sure I don't touch those together. That wouldn't be good. Ground, plus 12. All right. Power. I don't see anything yet. Oops. Let's see. Trigger, AC trigger, internal. Let's see, ground. I don't see anything at all. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. There's a trace. Okay. There's a focus. We can focus it. All right. Position. There we go. We can center it. Vertical gain. Let's see. Horizontal. Where's the vertical? Where's the vertical? Oh, there we go. All right. Trace rotation we can need to adjust. That was somewhere. I remember seeing it. But let's see. Intensity. That's about as bright as it gets. Okay. And let's try out the scope probe. Hamtech scope probe. These Chinese scope probes are actually quite good. I've had great luck with them on other oscilloscopes. I think they were pretty cheap, but actually they work very well. Okay. Let's see. Where's our inputs on this side? Here's our vertical input. Put our probe over there. Okay. And calibrator. Oh, there we go. Put my hand on it. We can see the 60 hertz. So that's working good. And vertical gain works for. Very nice. And let's put on the calibrator over here. Oh, excellent. Very nice. Looks like the scope probe's even calibrated. It's not real bright. It's certainly usable. Horizontal magnification. Let's see. Oh, that works. So this is a ×1 horizontal, and if I pull it, it goes to a little bit dirty connector. It goes to a five times horizontal. So that works. Vertical gain pull. I'm not sure if that works. Input. There's DC, ground, and AC, so that works. Like I said, the volts per division works. We have variable and cal, and that does not seem to be working. It might be something just mechanical. That does not seem to be. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's working. Oh. It's just a 10 times. You just never see that in a scope, but it's a 10 times pot. Wow. Wow. Very nice. Amazing. So they said it's calibrator said 5 volts, and we're here on a ×1 probe, and we're set up for 5 division. See, at 0.5 volts per division. It's probably for ×10, so I'll put it in ×10. 5 volts per division. No. ×1. I'm not not sure why this is reading 10 times, but it's certainly calibrated. It's 0.5, which is actually is 5. So look into that. It's probably just operator error. And this milliseconds, so we're at 1 millisecond per division right now. And we can read here, so about one and a half divisions per period for the calibrator. Look that up, see if that's calibrated or not. We have a trigger. We were on auto, and here's manual trigger. Auto on both sides. So the manual trigger seems to be a little touchy, which it often is on these old scopes. But the auto works great. We have frequency reject, AC triggering, DC triggering. Yeah, auto works good. Leave it there. Here's the variable for the time, and it's just a single turn pot. So that's what I was expecting over on the other side, but we got 10 turns, which is amazing. Very cool. Not bad. I paid $45 for everything, for the scope and the probe and the power supply, so I thought that was reasonable. Have a little filter in front of the screen. Very nice. I don't know. I like it. Hope you guys like it too.